Hey guys, it's Tony Butler again. Hey, today we're going to review the book Who Not How by Dan Sullivan and Ben Hardy. I absolutely love books. Since I was a little kid, I've been a reader. I've always been a little geek. And this book, it caught me at a really good time in my career, in my life. And it reminded me of something that's really important for all of us. And I just want to talk about it today. I want to talk about why finding who's can be more important than anything else that you do in your business. Okay, but before I get into it, please click like on this video if you haven't done so yet. Follow the channel. I'm going to give you everything here, everything you need to grow your business. The marketing, okay, marketing for humans. We're going to find some authentic things for you to do, some ways to tell stories, and then I'm going to sprinkle in a little personal productivity, all right? A little pixie dust of marketing. Okay. So let's get right into it. The premise of this book, it's something that, I learned in the Army and is a really, it's a big deal in the Army, and that's being able to delegate really well, okay? And when we talk about delegation, we're not talking about abdication of leadership, but giving tasks and projects and, big functions, vital priorities in your business to others. Because one of the things that happens to most entrepreneurs is that you get a big idea, you start a business, and then you get to work and you grind it out. And then you have this, that for a lot of entrepreneurs, and I know I've had this problem, is that I actually am pretty good at a lot of different things. I'm not saying great, but I'm decent. I'm above average, or at least average, in a lot of the different marketing tasks that I have to do. Well, it's really easy for me to fall into the trap of just, hey, I'll just do this myself. Oh, I can do that. No problem. Yes. And saying yes. Oh, I'll do that too. And then I'll do this. And then suddenly when I look into my calendar for the week, there's 60 hours in there, and it's all in the business, and it's back to, Michael Gerber from, his idea of, working on your business and not in the business. You end up in your business and doing it. You have a job and not a business. In Michael Gerber, his book, The E-Myth Revisited, beautiful book. But it runs into something. The who, not how, okay? What it is instead of asking the question, how do I get something done? Is I always start to think about who could do this and who could do it way better than I can. In the last 3 months, I have begun to implement this in every area of my life that I possibly can. And, I've hired several different people. And some of them are in tasks that I'm pretty good at, things that I know how to do well. But I had to go out and spend the time and find someone who was better than me, someone who was a deep expert, okay? And I bit the bullet. I hired a woman to help me do Facebook advertising. I'm good at Facebook ads. I know how to do it. I've written lots of ads. I've written really good, high-performing ads. But she knew more about remarketing than I do. And she knew a whole lot more than Google ads than I do. And so then I could focus on the landing pages and the message. Very interesting. And so then on my book, for instance, so some of you know that I'm working on a book. I hired an editor. I hired someone else to help me do research, to help me work on the marketing of the book, to help me finish the publication of the book. All the project, I'm bringing in people and getting them going. And what I realized is the work is going to be far, far better when I'm not stretched so thin, doing a little bit of everything, where I'm kind of half-assing some tasks and doing others well. But here's the one thing that I really want to talk about is when you first get started and you don't have a lot of money and everything is on you, you're doing everything. You are the marketing department. You are the janitorial department. And I've been there. I've started a bunch of businesses. I'm going through this right now with a Brazilian jiu-jitsu and martial arts school that I started. I'm doing everything until I can get enough revenue or to make some trades to get someone to help me do some of the work, to help me get cleaned up after class every practice, to help with the marketing of the business, to help get students signed up, to help teach some of the classes, to help run the warm-ups, to do everything so that It's not all me, and it's not all so hard. And the more that I can do and the better that I am, the better that business will be, the stronger it will be. Okay? So where do you start and how do you start? So the first thing that you have to do is you have to realize all of the money you earn in your business for the first 6 months, 9 months, a year, you've got to do your best to leave all the money in the business. Okay? And I know that some of you are, you're living hand to mouth, and everything that I earn in this business right now, it's here to pay rent. Okay? What I'm telling you is that you've got to get beyond that so that you can reinvest in the business. And the first reinvestments that you're going to do are tools to make things more efficient and easier and deliver better. And it's going to be help to do the best things that you need done. Okay? When I say the best things you need done, what I mean is, vital priorities that need to be done at a higher level than you can do them yourselves, so that you can free yourself up to do the most important things. Okay? And if you've listened to any of my other videos on this, the two most important things that you are going to do as a startup founder is sales and marketing. Marketing and sales. And I always hesitate. Everyone says, well, which one is more important, sales or marketing? Well, it's chicken and the egg. If I don't have marketing, I don't have enough leads. If I don't have sales, those leads aren't going to do well. So I've got to do both simultaneously, sales and marketing together. Okay? Most entrepreneurs will lean toward one or the other. I know I've definitely leaned towards sales, and I have a marketing company. And that's why I just recently hired a young lady to be our content manager and to really focus on getting our message out, to help me, get messages in all the different platforms, and to really start to amp things up, to do the advertising, to do the social media, to do the blogging, all of those things. Because to scale a small business is not easy. You got to have a lot of different parts. So what do I do? Well, in the very beginning, you're going to borrow time from friends and family. Ask people to help you. Okay? Maybe you've got a nephew, maybe you've got a cousin, someone who's hungry, they're looking for some experience. They're looking for, maybe you can pay them just a little bit of something, or maybe they're willing to work for free for a little while, give you some help. But once you have money and you've got a bucket of money, you've got to start buying time from freelancers, okay? Part-time people. And don't worry about, am I spending 14 an hour, 16 an hour, or 20 an hour? Find the right person who's going to do a great job for you. Find an A player. That's the most important part. I spent way too much time in my early years just getting any warm body to fill in, and I realized the difference between an A player and a C player, it's not 10% or 20%. Like in the grades, a C is a 70, and a B is an 80, and an A is a 90 to 100. Well, guess what? A players will return 10x of what a C player will. And if a C player is negative, it's 1,000x, 10,000x. A players will make your life better. So go out and find them, hire them, find the money to bring them onto your team, because everything will change for you once you do this. All right. And yeah, your revenue is going to dip. You're going to have more expenses. But what you're going to do is you're going to use that freed up time to focus on sales and marketing. And then what will happen is, as you grow, that excellence and that team will grow with you. And it's like planting seeds in the spring and then reaping in the fall, is that you plant this many seeds, but the harvest is bountiful. You're going to get so much more out of hiring a team and growing a team and doing well with a team. Okay, so who, not how. Now back to the book. So a few things about it. It's written kind of odd, where Dan Sullivan is the consultant who came up with this idea of really implementing who, not how, and asking that question about who's. And it's an obvious question, but I think a lot of people overlook how powerful it is and how deep they should go. And so Dan hired Ben Hardy to help him write the book, okay? But Ben didn't just help Dan write the book. Ben wrote the book. and he interviewed Dan, and he got his philosophy from him, and he spent lots of time with him, so that when the book came out, it was completely Ben's book, but all based on Dan's ideas. And it was like an example of how Who Not How can work, and where Ben wrote a way better book than Dan could have by himself, okay? And Dan let Ben do it because that's what Ben does, which there's a lesson there. It's that when you find someone who's an expert in their field and you hire them, you're able to bring them on your team, okay? And they're there to help you. It's like, don't tell them what to do. That's the wrong thing. What you're going to do is you're going to launch them in the right direction, and they're going to tell you what to do. They're going to tell you what they need, what resources. Hey, I need you to do this, or hey, can you give me that, or hey, I just need a little bit of help here and there. And then what'll happen is their results is what you'll receive, okay? Because that's what we're looking for. We're looking for results. We're looking for big ideas implemented to the best of their ability. And that's really the core idea. The book, it's very simple. It's learning to delegate so that you can free up your time and spend it on your core genius. So me, what am I going to spend my time on with the freedom that I'm buying by hiring a big team, by hiring a lot of experts at different things, okay? Mainly what I'm freeing up is my ability to spend my time on making a better book, promoting that book, talking to customers, putting together the next campaign, and then having a team implement that campaign in a way that I could never do by myself. I'm not a graphics guy at all, so I got someone who's doing that. I got a couple graphic designers. I've got a young lady who helps me put together thumbnails and things for the different channels and puts the colors together and just takes the content that I create and makes it 10 times better than I can do by myself. Okay, even these videos are very rough, so I got someone to help me with the lighting and get a better camera, and I got this microphone. I didn't design any of this stuff. I got someone smart to do it, okay? And because here's the thing, I'm not that smart of a guy, so what I've got to do is surround myself with as many who's as I possibly can so that I can accomplish all my goals with lots of help, okay? Leave your ego at the door, ask for help of people who know better than you do. That's how things get done, okay? So start small, find some hours that you can free up, save your money, and then use that money to buy time. Use that money to buy expertise, to buy someone to help you, okay? It's a very, very fine thing. And one of the things you're going to do is just calculate your cash going forward and allocate a percentage of that cash to hiring better team members, hiring, more team members to do different things so that your projects get done much faster. And you can take, let's say I have 2,000 hours in a year, when I extend across 8 or 10 team members, suddenly I have 20,000 hours and I have the expertise of 10 different minds, all right? That's not a 10x of Tony Butler, it's 100x, it's 1,000x. And that's how small and mighty teams can get so much done, is because of that mind share and everyone just working off of each other. Okay? So, hey, I'm going to close it up. Got the Super Bowl today, so I'm going to head out and see what Tom Brady can do in his 10th Super Bowl. So if you haven't checked it out yet, so check out primalstorytelling.com. It's going to be up in the next few days, and we're about to release something really cool, the ultimate guide to primal storytelling. It's going to be a nice ebook that we're going to give out there for free, and then for a few of you that want a little extra guidance, I'm going to throw in some bonus videos for you, and it's going to be something really cool. So check it out. Okay, till next time, this is Tony Butler. Be well.